Welcome to Perceptor PTXL's online training tutorials. In this tutorial, we will find out how to install and set up Perceptor PTXL. Having downloaded the installer file, unzip and locate the setup program setup.exe. Run this executable and follow the default settings. Perceptor PTXL can be found by pressing the Windows Start button, selecting the Intervision folder, and then Perceptor PTXL. If you right-click, you can pin it to the taskbar and add it to the desktop. There are no users set up when Perceptor PTXL is first installed, so use the temporary one provided. Type admin temp into the username and enter the password in the installation document. Please be aware this login only works when there are no users set up in the database and will expire as soon as the first user is added to your system. Next, you need to set up a new admin user. Type the name of a new admin user and enter a password. Note the password must be made up for a minimum of 8 upper and lowercase characters and at least one numeric. Click Add New User when you have entered the password. Now that the user has been created, you can now assign roles to that user. Select the username from the drop-down box on the right-hand side and select the roles for this user. You must select User Admin for this user, or you will not be able to add any more users. In this example, we will select all roles. If you leave the password box blank, the password will not be changed for this user. Click Update User and the roles will be set up for this user. Click on the Users menu in the top left and select Log Out. You can now log in as the user you have just created. Please note that the first one-time admin temp user is no longer valid. In the Settings and Printer Settings tab, you can enter the ODV camera IP address, which by default is 10.20.30.40. On your PC, you will need to set the adapter settings for the second Ethernet PCIe card in the PC, so it is compatible with the ODV. Change the IP address so it is set to 10.20.30.45. On the bottom right, you should now see a green blinking display to show that the ODV camera is connected. Please note, if you need to update the ODV IP address, you will need to restart PTXL for this to take effect. Next, in order for you to be able to run a print batch, you will need a license key. Select the System Info tab, copy the license code and email this to support@perceptor-ptxl.com. When you receive the license key back, copy and paste it into here and press Update License Key. You will now be able to run a print batch. The Station Settings tab allows you to configure the station name, logging level and the source. In the System Setting tab, you can set the default path for where you wish to automatically store the batch reconciliation reports and which images you would like to save. You can also change the product reference names so they are meaningful and recognizable to your business. Finally, it is important that you correctly set up your server settings in the SQL Database tab. When you think you have the correct settings, you can test the connection. In this tab, you can also delete all batch run data, but treat this with caution. Thank you for listening. We hope you found this tutorial useful and you enjoy using Perceptor PTXL.